Today in this video, we are going to learn and understand the summary of a class 9 lesson Earthquake. This is a supplementary chapter and it's lesson number 2. So let's quickly summarize the whole chapter and understand it. But before that, if you're watching my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all the upcoming videos. Do watch the video till end, and if you like it, hit the like button and also share it with your friends. So students, let's move ahead now. And there is one good news for you all that we have come up with Scorpio Class Hindi channel. And in this channel, you are going to find Hindi lessons explanation and question and answer videos, complete notes videos, along with it, grammar syllabus questions are also solved of class 8, 9, and 10. So if you want to get the link of this channel, visit description box and find the link and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. I'll also share the link in the I button above so that you can easily go to the link and find the channel. So students, with this, let's move ahead and look at the summary of this lesson, Earthquake. So Earthquake is a lesson written by Mr. M.S. Mahadevan. The story is told by the main character Bridge, who explains his life incidents to a weary traveler who crosses his tea shop in Gharwal. Okay, so here the story is narrated by a character by name Bridge. The whole story is said by a character named Bridge, and what he does is he explains his life incidents to all the travelers who crosses through his tea shop in Gharwal region. 4 years ago, there had been a massive earthquake which destroyed his whole village called Multi. Okay, so it is since 4 years, like 4 years ago, there was a massive earthquake, a disastrous flood. Natural disaster had occurred, and that was earthquake, and it had destroyed the whole village, and even his village was under it, and his village's name was Multi. It was by sheer chance that he had been in Pauri that night in his uncle's house. So, how did this boy Bridge escape it? It was just a chance, or you can say a coincidence, or his luck that he had been in Pauri. Again, it's the name of the town. And that night he was in his uncle's house. He stayed over there. And that is the night when all this happened in his village and it was totally destroyed. When they returned the next morning, all the buildings were flattened and the whole village was reduced to rubble. Okay, so next morning when they arrived again to the village, there were no buildings, all were flattened down in the ground, and the whole village was reduced to rubble. Now, rubble means the small pieces of bricks and the walls, which were after if you demolish a building, how you find the small pieces of mud and all bricks, all those things. Okay, it was a devastating sight to see. All his family members' dead bodies were found except his baby sister Bhuli. So when he went there, he could find his all his family members were died and buried inside it, except his small baby sister Bhuli. He went and scrambled in the spot where his house had stood. He cried for hours together. So he wanted to search his sister Bhuli because they did not find the dead body and he had a hope that might be she is alive. And he started finding under the rubbles of the bricks which were fallen over there and he cried there for hours. The army officer seemed bone tired, but was kind enough to start the search again. Okay, so there were this were disaster army members and the army officer who were helping to find out the dead bodies from below the demolished building and everything. But they were so tired now after working for continuously for many hours. But they were so kind that they started again to search this small baby sister Buli. To everyone's surprise, Bully was found alive within 2 hours. Bridge and his sister went with their uncle. So now there was a surprise for everyone that Bully was found alive within the 2 hours of, you can say, search where they were finding the dead bodies. They could also find Bully who was alive. Now Bridge was very happy and He and his sister, both of them, went with their uncle because there was no one alive there. Now they had to stay with their uncle. The bully started schooling while Bridge found himself a job at a dhaba. Okay, so the uncle, he started taking care of both of these people, that is Bully and Bridge. And Bully was sent to school, whereas Bridge, he found a job for himself at a dhaba. It's a kind of restaurant, hotel. Okay, that it weighed on him heavily that he could not thank the army officer before he left. So one thing which was just in the mind of Bridge was that he couldn't thank that army officer who, in spite of being so tired, again started the search for his sister, and at last she was found alive. So he wanted to thank him, but he couldn't thank him before he left the place. And that one thing he kept on thinking every time. He wanted to meet that army personnel and say him thanks, but he couldn't meet him anyway. He started searching for the army officer in every crowd. So wherever he found the people, he started searching that army officer, but he did not have any luck to find him and thank him for such a good thing that he had done for him. So he started treating tired travelers and strangers whom he met every day. So Brit started treating all the tired travelers, like in order to make them happy and to make them refreshed and relaxed. He started treating the travelers and strangers by giving some offerings like tea, water, who used to travel every day from his shop, through his shop, you can say. Okay. Then, with his savings, he opened a tea shop by himself and found peace by helping such strangers. So, when he was working in Dhaba, he did these things of treating people over there, tired travelers. And then, after some days, he owned his own tea shop by his own savings and he started helping such strangers. And he felt a very big peace in it. He found satisfaction in it, and he was very happy in doing this kind of kind work to the strangers. And this is how he started living his life. So here we end with the story of this lesson. It comes to an end. With this we end our video also. I hope this video was helpful and informative for you all, and if you like it, do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.